Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are the
Amazing Clarks.
Both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and that have been passionately in love for 34. They call us the Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in life and love. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to everyone who loves love.
That's right, guys. You know that we love love.
Yes, we do.
So today, guess what?
Yes.
We got another amazing episode for you guys. Today's main topic, baby, give it to them.
What is today's main topic? You guys are going to love this one. How did I end up doing everything? I can't even tell you how often I hear this.
How did I end up doing everything?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
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 It's about to go down.
This is going to be good.
The male and female perspective is going to show up here for sure. I know. I can feel it. I'm a little bit nervous about this one.
Well, it's a bunch of you guys right now that are in relationships that are actually going, wow, it's like they found my letters and they read each one out loud. That's exactly what I'm going through, which makes sense, people.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a great topic. But before we jump to the main topic, people, this is the part of the show where we catch up with the Clarks. This is where we let you guys know what's been going on with us in our personal life because some of you actually care.
Aw.
And you all care. I know you do. Of course you do. So, babe, why don't you start off?
Okay.
What's been going on? Anything interesting that you've been sharing that's been going on in Melanie Clark's life that the people...
You know, I am really excited about astrology. Right now.
Okay.
I love astrology and I really love to learn about different energy and how the planets align. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm a Pisces. And Pisces energy is doing some amazing things this year. Like we're coming through a cycle of where we just feel like everything we've been doing has been difficult. And it's starting to ease up. And all of our hard work is starting to pay off. And so I'm really excited about that because a lot of what the astrologers are talking about for Pisces right now, I've been feeling on a really deep level. And I'm literally starting to feel the relief of it as well. Like all of the pushing and pulling and hard work that I've been doing, I'm seeing it and I'm feeling it starting to pay off. And it's really exciting to me. I love anything that has to do with energy. So I'm kind of immersed in that. And then the other thing that I wanted to share is, this is kind of weird. It's kind of negative.
Kind of negative, all right.
Yeah, it's kind of negative. I just have not been feeling social media. Like I have not wanted to be on social media. I have not wanted to really exchange and interact that much on social media. And I think it's because of what I'm doing with my energy, like how I'm focusing my energy. Social media just hasn't been a match to that, right? Like I'm really elevating myself and my mind and my focus and my thoughts. And then when I go on social media, it's kind of the opposite of that a little bit. So I'm finding my new energy this year. My new lane is what I've been focused on. So that's what's going on with me. How about you?
Well, you know, if not being on social media is negative, then I'm Satan.
You're never on
Satan,
social
baby.
media.
I'm evil.
Well, I'll say this about social media. We have a new project, which is making me want to come back on social media to share.
I'm with you on that.
But other than that, like, I don't want to just be hanging out and be like, oh, look what I'm doing.
Yeah, we're there. We're going to be on there for a purpose. So I'm excited about getting back on social media for the same reason. Yeah. But I've been living a little satanic lifestyle, not being on social media.
What do you mean by that? You got our listeners are going to be like, what is he talking about?
Let me explain.
Explain, Anthony. Yes.
When I said, if not being on social media means you're being negative, I have not been on social media at all.
Right.
So then I am the devil. I'm Satan. Negativity, Satan, evil.
I got it.
All right. So
I'm on the same page with you.
Now that we got that out the way. Well, for me, I've been really enjoying being back in Long Beach since we're bi-coastal. We go back and forth. I miss the beach. And so I love coming back to Long Beach. We live a couple of blocks from the beach. I love the neighborhood. It's the old stomping ground. So I'm really enjoying that and the environment. It's pretty, it's green. In fact, I'm very protective of it.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Anthony, and I did something petty yesterday.
Oh.
I'm proud of it.
Oh.
I'm
I
sitting
know
by
what
our
you're going to
window,
say.
and we're having coffee, and we have this big, beautiful window. And in the front of the window is this beautiful grass area with the palm trees, and it's just beautiful sanctuary. And this lady comes by, and she has a little chihuahua, and I'm watching her and the chihuahua, and I love chihuahuas. I love dogs. And so I'm watching and admiring the dog, and the dog takes a dump on our grass, and she turns away, looks away like she doesn't see it. And then the dog finishes, and she walks away. And so I had to say something. And so I went outside, and I was like, "Excuse me, lady." And she turned around, and I was honest with her. I was very polite. I said, "Your dog took a shit on my lawn, and you left it there, and you didn't pick it up." And so she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was distracted. I'm distracted." And so she wasn't distracted. She was intentionally doing that, which is bad. Don't do that, people. If you have dog owner, be respectful of your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so she came and picked it up. But I was just laughing at myself because typically I wouldn't say anything. I would normally let that slip.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, nah, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say what I need to say. So I was using my voice. So keep Long Beach beautiful.
Yes.
So that's all I want to share. That was exciting.
All righty.
That's right.
Well,
So,
I appreciate you for doing that. I didn't see it, but I take a lot of pride in our environment.
We hang out in there. The kids hang out in the area. So it's like, come on, people, have respect.
Yes.
Be respectful.
Yes.
All right. So you guys caught up with the Clarks.
Yes.
In our exciting life. Hey, you damn kids, get off my lawn.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, that's very good. I appreciate you, Anthony. I appreciate you handling that. Which is a segue to our topic, right?
Right.
I'm doing everything. How did I end up doing everything?
How did I end up here? That's right. So let's take this. I'm going to let you run with these.
Okay.
Because you came up with these topics and they're actually really good.
Thank you.
And these topics are really, even though most couples deal with them, it's kind of coming from the angle of women's biggest complaints that they have in relationships, and men too, to some degree.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of like the vibe of it. So
yeah, I think you're going to offer the male perspective in a way that maybe women don't get to hear when these things are bothering them, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the things that I hear a lot from women, I see it online a lot, is there's like this invisible weight that women are carrying, right? Like they feel responsible for everything. And in coaching women, a lot of times I'll hear, I do everything and I work a full-time job and my husband gets to come home from work. And when he's done working. He'll help with the kids a little bit of whatever. But there's this invisible weight, right? There's this invisible weight that I'm carrying. And that weight tends to be things like all the planning that happens in our lives, all of the appointments, making all of the appointments, all of the things that run a household and a life that are being done behind the scenes. Women feel like I'm doing everything and they don't know how to get their husbands to not just help, but to see it, to acknowledge it, and to understand it. Does that make sense? It's because when one person feels like they're carrying everything, then love starts to be heavy and resentment starts to build. And this is a really big topic amongst women. I talk to a lot of women, and it's almost like it's taken for granted how much we're doing, and we're not liking that. We want more acknowledgement for what we're doing and a more even playing field, right? But the thing that I want to talk about that is I agree with it. I see it in our life. I've seen it in our entire marriage. There are just things that I do. I think sometimes there are things you have no idea how they get done or who's doing it because I've just done it. And the complaint that women have is if I stop doing them, those things won't get done. They won't get handled. So I have to do it, which creates a sense of I don't want to say of being a victim, but there's some resistance there, right? Like I have no choice. And I think when we feel like we have no choice, that's going to create resentment and some negative energy. So I really want this episode to expose that and then come up with some ways to help to communicate that to each other. So maybe we can make that list more fair, or at least some understanding and some acknowledgement around it that gives women relief. And with that said, one of the things that I've done for myself is, you and I have fought about these things for years. We've fought about like who's doing what. And I do have to say, Anthony, you're a great husband with the physical stuff. Like you'll help with the laundry and the dishes and the cleaning and all that stuff. And I love all of that. And that's all great. But there's this whole other running of the life, right? That happens that's not out in the open, where it's like, here, I'll take this and you take that, right? And I think that comes from, and I've been studying this a lot lately, is the idea of women have been taught, my generation and before, and I know younger women are really doing a great job of handling this differently, is we were almost taught to be codependent with men. And what that means is it's our job to read your emotions and your needs and the kids' needs and the house needs and the family needs. And it's our job to constantly make sure all the needs are being met. And sometimes we're not even asked to do that. We just do it. And then we become resentful because we're doing it all. And I think we're getting to a point as women where we don't want to feel resentful. So we're trying to figure out how to get help and how to feel validated and how to share those responsibilities for true partnership with our partners, so that we don't feel the resentment of carrying this invisible load that we're carrying.
Okay, that was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
So, I hear you. Here's where I want to start. I always go back to being the observer first, to try to figure out, okay, what's going on, before we try to figure out how to solve it. Let's look at some different dynamics at play.
Okay.
So I think there's a number of things happening. So it's not black and white, and it's abstract, which makes it confusing. So I'll start with men, okay? So now pretend like I'm a guy.
Okay, great. I could do that.
All right. So I go back to what I always have said, that I think that most couples have good intentions.
Yes.
They want to be able to please their partner. They want to be able to satisfy their partner. But the strategies aren't always the appropriate strategies to reach that goal. And we're all different. And secondly, what that goal looks like is different to everybody. It's going to be a little different.
Yeah.
So even trying to line that up is going to be, there's nuances. So you have to use a scalpel. You can't just come in with a hammer and just bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
So most men, I believe, truly want to please the woman.
I agree with that.
I also believe that most men are raised by women.
I agree with that as well.
So they're taught women handle certain chores. Even if they're not consciously taught that, they see their mother do those things.
Yes.
So then in their mind growing up, they think, oh, okay, women do those things, I do this. But likewise, they also see that there are things that men do that they take.
Yes.
Men take out the garbage. Men do the lawn. Men protect the family.
Yeah.
Men go to work. Men, whatever the story is. And it varies from different people.
Right.
But overall, there's some basics that we all have in common. So now, if the guy's in his life without the woman, if he's single, most men are very capable of handling everything on their goddamn own.
Yeah.
They could cook their own meals.
Yep.
If I don't want to cook, I can go out. I clean the way I need to clean. I can clean my house.
Yep.
I can do all the things. They're doing it their way. So likewise, a woman is single. Yes. She's doing it her way.
Yeah.
So now you put these two people together. Whose way is it now? Has there been communications and conversations about what the roles are going to be?
Yeah.
Or did we just jump into it, playing out what we've been taught?
Right.
So now, from the male's perspective, well, let's look at the woman's perspective. The woman's perspective in a lot of cases, I do everything. But let's stop and look. Do you really do everything?
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot, but you don't do everything.
Right.
There's lots of stuff that the man is doing, the guy is doing, but you're not paying attention to. Like you say, the men don't know a lot of stuff the woman's doing. The woman doesn't know a lot of stuff the man is doing.
Yeah.
The woman has a certain things she handles, the man has certain things he handles.
Mm-hmm.
Men tend to not complain about theirs.
Mm-hmm.
They tend not to go, you don't know what I'm handling. You don't know. I do everything. No, we don't. We just do it.
Yeah.
We tend to just do what we're in our lane.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another thing that I've seen firsthand and had through discussions with other men.
Right.
I think a lot of times, and this is no judgment, I'm just looking at all the different players and the roles that they play without judgment and going, okay, let me see how this all could work together. What's going on?
Yep.
So I've seen this over and over again where women tend to feel they've been raised with the belief that a woman controls things. She runs the house like the mother.
Mm-hmm.
She stays on top of things.
Yeah.
And if you do that and you cook dinner, you do all these things, handle these things, you're a good woman.
Yeah. Good wife.
Good wife.
Mm-hmm.
So women tend to come out the gate going, I got that. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do it all. I'm a superwoman. I can do it all. Nobody asked you to do it all out the gate. Mm-hmm. But on your own, you decided, I need to do this. I need to do that. You can't do that. And then when the guy gets involved and try to do it a lot of times, it's like, you didn't do that right. Just let me do it the right way. So now you're taking over that more. Mm-hmm. So then the man's not going to fight with you and be like, oh, you're getting upset because I'm going the wrong way. No, let me do it. I can get better. Man's going to back off like, oh, okay, let me back off. Obviously, you want this. Right. You're asking for this heat. You want this.
You're asking for this
I don't want it. You can have it. Wow, okay, that's great.
Sure, you can do that.
So then the woman takes it as a sense of, see, I'm proving my worth. I'm a good woman. Look how much I'm taking on.
Yeah.
Then they take on all of this, and then eventually you get to your point where your humanity kicks in. You're human. You realize you're not a superhero. You're not a superwoman. Right. And now you're resentful. God damn it, why am I tired? God damn it, why I got to do everything? God damn it, why didn't you do this?
Yep.
You wanted this. You pushed me out of the way. Right. So now do I come in? Now, here's the other thing. Once that story is created that I have to do everything, that even when the man is doing something, you're not seeing it because it doesn't match your story.
Right.
Well, you don't do anything. I did, babe. I did this, that for the last couple months. I've been doing that.
Right.
Well, 5 years ago, you didn't.
Right.
What? Look at what I've been. Now, I'm not saying women are wrong for that. We live in the same building, but we have different views.
Yes.
We're seeing things from a different vantage point.
Yes.
And then when women tend to get upset now because the story that they created and they made true subconsciously, when it unfolds, then they're angry. And then when you ask us to do it, it tends to come out in a very mean, negative way. Mm-hmm. You need to do this. Or why I got to do it? You're not going to get what you want like that. The communication at that point has broken down. Mm-hmm. There's no communication. The guy gets defensive. His ego gets triggered. Yeah. Now he pulls back. He says something that triggers your ego. You pull back, and now it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a blame game. Mm-hmm. So how do you solve this? So it's not this simple thing that you just get married, and you meet this person, you fall in love, and you live happily ever after.
Right.
No. You got to work some shit out.
Yep.
And shit will, life, nobody rides for free.
You got to communicate.
So I'm going to go back to what I always go back to. To go there, you got to grow there.
Yep.
You want to get to higher levels. You're on one level, you want to get to higher levels of love, commitment, coordination, connection, teamwork, all of that.
Yeah.
So the only way you're going to go there is by having those things brought to the surface to your attention. That these areas that need to be improved have to come to your attention. So that's why you're seeing it. You're not seeing it to blame each other. You're seeing it to go, oh, I have awareness of this now. Do you see this? This is what I see. Now that it's brought to your attention, it's an opportunity to grow and improve and get better as a partnership, to get better in this area. So without that brought to your attention, you can't get better.
Yeah.
So now it's brought to our attention. Let me understand your perspective on it. Mm-hmm. Why do you feel, and men, you have to really listen to women. When they tell you their perspective, don't poo-poo them. Even if there's emotions there, you don't connect to it, you don't feel it, don't put it down. That does not mean it's real. What they're experiencing is real.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. You don't have to fix, just listen and hear. Then likewise, the partner, the woman, should get in the man's shoes and see it from his perspective. Whether you agree with it or not, he has a perspective. Once you understand each other's perspectives, then you can start making progress.
Yeah.
But to me, it starts with that. It's not so simple like women handles everything and men don't handle anything. That's the old Dr. Phil perspective. Women are good, men are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Women good, men bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
So
happy wife, happy life.
Right,
just do whatever she wants.
Right. So I think it's important to get away from the victim mentality for both.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
To realize that your partner has good intentions. Hopefully they do. And if they don't, then why the hell are you with that person? You shouldn't be with each other anyway.
Yep.
And so the key is going to be, once again, to figure out the strategy.
Yeah.
And once you figure out the strategy, you got to train, you got to practice it over and over again, because it's not going to just change because you just figured out what's going on. Yeah, you figured it out. You got the information, but information without action and practice and implementation is a waste of time. It's useless.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to start by looking at both sides.
Right.
Because it's no woman bad, no man bad. It's just that, how do you combine this complicated scenario to make it work? It's not that easy. It's a skill.
Well, I think all of these types of topics are coming up, and this awareness is happening because we're changing.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Patriarchy is dying, and the way that we love and relate has to change. And just like anything, a lot of times there's going to be a breakdown before there's a breakthrough, right? So you're going to notice the things that you don't like. You're going to notice what's not working. And I think that you're right to a degree that women take on all of these things because we have been told through patriarchy that that's our value. But I think now that women work full-time jobs,
it's all changing
with men, and we work with men, right? So, and we're doing the same hard jobs men are doing, then to come home and feel like we still are responsible for everything in our lives moving forward, I could see why that would be frustrating. And I could see why it needs to come to the surface, because it does need to be changed, right? And so how do we change that? We change it by looking at it. We change it by trying to do things differently. One of the things that I learned through this process, because I've done it, right? Like, I'm a working woman. I'm not only a working woman, I have 2 businesses and I have 3 children. And you know what I mean? There was a lot to do. But I realized that when I looked at the list of things that I was doing, most of it I was doing because I chose to do it, right? It was things that I felt that I was really good at. And then some of the things that I was doing that I didn't want to do, I just needed to communicate that I didn't want to do those things and learn how to delegate them. And I had to reprogram a part of me that told me that only I could do them well, right?
Right.
Also, I had to recognize that my partner doesn't always know how to do some of the things that I'm doing. And we tend to avoid the things that we don't know how to do. We're not going to remember, right? So you're not going to remember to make our kids a dental appointment if you're not used to making dental appointments for our children, right? That's something that you have to be reminded to do, that you have to be told to do. And I think that's where we get into pain as women. We think we still have this belief, and I don't know where it came from, that when someone loves us, they'll know what we need. They'll know what we want, and they don't. No one is a mind reader. And as men and women, we think differently. We filter differently. We're not the same.
No, as men and women, and then as spiritual beings.
Yeah.
Everybody has a unique fingerprint. Means everybody's different. No 2 are alike.
Yeah, exactly.
So even though you might have some similarities, there's still going to be variations within those.
Yeah, exactly.
Similarities. This is something.
Can I just add one more thing really quick before you go into that? That, I just wanted to add, one of the things that I did when I was feeling like this is I literally sat on my phone and I made a list of everything that I take care of in our life. And what I saw was that I needed a personal assistant. So I hired one. Instead of delegating to you, I was like, a lot of this stuff, I actually need someone to help me to take care of it because the way my life is set up, I just don't have time.
Right.
And it's not necessarily about you.
Right. I agree. So here's a story I've never shared with you.
Oh.
And this is actually, it made a big imprint
Okay.
on my psyche.
Okay.
Because it was so like right there in my face. And it was like, whoa, okay.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh, here we go, listeners.
Years back, we took a trip. I think it was to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And our daughter Nicole was with us, and our daughter Tony was with us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me, you, Tony, Nicole. So it was the four of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we drove. And when I would travel, I would be very in control of everything. Like, okay, I got the car. I'll figure out the path. I'll take the traffic, the luggage. I'm handling shit as a man. I'm handling it, and you would think that's what most women want. I literally sat there and watched all three of you fight to take control of every little bit of control that I had. And so it was like, okay, I'm gonna go there. Dad, why are you going this way? Go this way, go that way. Okay, I'm driving. Babe, why are you going this way? All three of you guys were going off on me. Every little thing I did to get a bag, to go to a little machine to get the tags, this and that, everybody kept jumping. I got this. First, I got frustrated, like I felt emasculated. Like, what the hell? I'm a grown-ass man. What are you doing? I got this. I can do this. And you guys didn't do it intentionally. I was the observer. But then Nicole was getting irritated at me. Dad, you're doing that wrong. Give me that. Tony was getting, Dad, you're doing this wrong. Dad, you're babe, you're doing this wrong.
I called you Dad too.
You called me babe. Eventually, I got so frustrated that I was just like, fuck it. Let me shut up, because if I say anything, it's going to make things worse. There's a lot of emotions here.
Yeah.
And I backed up and I just sat back. Then I watched you guys start doing it to each other. Mom, give me this. No, give me. And you start over-controlling with each other. And at that point, I started laughing because I thought it was a personal attack against me before. But I realized you guys are doing this without even realizing you're doing it. And then after you do it, after a while, you're like, I'm so tired of doing everything. You all three were saying you're tired of doing everything.
Yep.
So now you didn't do that intentionally. That was subconscious. All three of you, different age ranges, different generations. And then you wonder, why do you feel like you're doing everything? And I'm sitting in the back going, hello?
Right.
And so there's some skills, like even going to the airport. I travel all the time to the airport by myself. And I know how to get my stuff out I know how to get the machine and get my tickets in it. But as soon as you guys don't realize it, Tony does it, Nicole does it, and you do it. You guys automatically just grab the stuff and just, it starts punching in information. It's like a subconscious desire that you want it. And so you take it.
But here's the thing.
So my point is just to observe it. It's that tricky. So if you don't have a mature perspective in relationships, you're going to miss this stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You have to really be in a moment and even seeing myself, how I reacted to stuff. And it was like, why do I feel like I have to compete? Why do I feel like I have to control? Because I'm a man and a man's supposed to. And if they don't let me do it, then they're emasculating me. Then I don't want to do it all. I just want to take my ball and just go home. And this is
your ball or your balls?
All of it. So, right. And it goes back to that. They're trying to take my balls.
Yeah.
They're trying to. So there's a struggle and dynamics that we're going through. So until we have the awareness and bring it to the surface, nothing changes.
Yes.
So
well, I just want to add to
look
that.
At yourselves.
Yeah, I just want to add, but men got to look at themselves too.
Because
I've had the same experience. We have to ask ourselves, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Why do women feel so controlling? Women tend to go into control mode when they've had the experience over and over again where men didn't handle shit. And that's what I hear from women. I gave him the chance to handle it. I let him be the man. I backed off and he dropped the ball and he dropped the ball and he dropped the ball. So after a while, women start to feel like, let me just do it because I want to prevent dealing with dropped balls. And yeah, we travel. And yeah, you've always traveled on your own. You've missed a plane here and there. You move slower than I do.
You've missed planes too. So that's the difference.
I have not missed a plane.
I think that stuff's a part of what causes it's easy to look
But
It's like
it's the chicken or the egg. You have to ask yourself, and I think both sides have responsibility. And the key is for men to say, "Yeah, we do drop the ball," and for women to say, "Yeah, we do drop the ball." It's not one-sided.
So now, here's.
We're about to argue on the podcast, y'all. It's about to go down.
Here's a subtlety.
All right, I'm going to give it to you. Let's do it.
Here's a subtlety. Here's the nuances of it.
Okay.
What you just said right now, I literally just said that before you said it. I said, this is not one side. This is both.
Yes.
This is, so I'm right there.
You did say that, but you said the men's side. You didn't tell the women's side. You said there are two sides, but you only shared one side. So I shared the other side. So we agree.
Right there, you just cut me off. It's kicking in right now. It's kicking in right now.
I know.
And so instead of hearing me,
I heard you.
Okay. What I said both sides do it in their own way. I was laying out the case to go, this is not one woman bad, man bad, woman bad, bad good, man bad. It's none of that. And as long as you go back to looking at like, well, women and men, there's bias now. When there's bias, you can't come to a real conclusion. Yeah. I'm able to go, no, it's no bias. Men have their own shit. I don't
agree. I think there is a bias because we're different. There has to be a bias.
There's variables, but
you're not going to see women's point of view, and we're not going to see yours because we're not the same. We're not the same.
I can see your point of view. That's the thing. You're saying I can't see it because you're not seeing it.
Right.
I'm sitting there going, men have shit on them, women have shit on them. Men have good shit, women have good shit. Men do it in their own way, women do it in their own way.
Right.
I laid the foundation because knowing that moving forward, we're going to fall into this trap where you're going to say, no, men do it too. But if you're not consciously aware, if you're looking at it from an emotional point of view, you're going to drop information that's being shared. So I specifically said intentionally, men do this and women do this.
Yes.
When women get locked on, they go, men are always, it's the story that you tell. So my point was awareness first. Awareness, without awareness, there's no clearness. Without clearness, there's no fairness. So we got to go back to step one. Right. And that's really hard for couples because the subconscious mind, the ego is tricky and it's going to be like, now erase that information and just jump over here now. Now, and if you in a situation where you even was like, okay, I'm not going to accept what he's saying right now, and you kept pushing back, then that turns into a conflict because it's like, no, you said this, and you said, now it goes back. So we failed step one. If you can't get past step one, don't go to step two. It's a waste of time. Right. Don't go to step three. So if you fail step one, then back off and go, let's not do this right now because for whatever reasons, emotions or nervous systems getting kicked in, we're going to drop information. I'm okay. That's perfectly part of nature. Nobody's doing anything wrong. Let's back off, calm down, open up our mind, then come back again.
Right.
So me and you are coaches and we've been together for years. We have a great relationship. So if we still got to step up our game in order to not let the ego pull us back down,
I say that all
then
the
the
time.
average person, they ain't gonna, so it's not that easy.
Right.
So we would all like to just wrap things up into simplicity and men do this and women do that. Yeah. It's not that simple. So until you're able to open up that mind and look at both sides and be the observer first,
right,
nothing's going to change.
That's a perspective.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I don't agree, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
That's okay. See how that's done, people? Right? And that is actually my point. We are seeing it through different filters and we don't have to agree with that. And from my perspective, I heard what you said about men and I'm just counterpointing, right? Because if we just went with what you said, this is how men are and this is what women are doing. And so I just did the opposite of what you did. I'm like, yeah, well, this is what women think and this is what men are doing. And I think it's okay for us to see it differently.
Right. But when you said that, you literally said, I did not share man's side. That I was only saying that women, but you left that out with men. And it's like, no, I didn't. So now even coming back, even coming back here now, you just erased that information again.
No, I didn't erase anything. Well, I'm telling you my opinion and my perspective, and you could just listen to it the same way I listened to yours, and you can have a counterpoint the same way that I just had a counterpoint, and it doesn't mean that either one's right or wrong. And I think this is part of why this issue happens.
It's tricky,
right? And it's hard for couples to get on the same page with it. It's hard to understand each other's perspective and to get in each other's shoes. So I think it's really important to be brave. Like, you have to be brave to have these types of conversations. You and I, before we got on this podcast, we both kind of knew already, like, this is going to be one where we don't always see eye to eye. Right. And that's okay.
And you know,
that's okay.
And it is okay. And so that's why it's like, to go there, we got to grow there. I'm always striving to get to higher levels.
100%.
So if I run into something that's preventing me from getting to a higher level, I don't get mad at it. I try to understand it.
Right.
Like, what's going on? Why is this? We're right there. Why is this? What's causing this block?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I loved about creating the relationship gym.
Yes.
Because with the training, it gives you a format to follow. So you can practice the strategy, the winning strategy of how do we get through this process. We need a method. We need a strategy. If we wing it, emotions will get involved. And as soon as emotions get involved, game over. So how can we get the emotions out, but get the training in? And so the gym walks you through. Okay, as one partner, if you have a problem with feeling like you're doing everything and your partner's not hearing you, then that's a communication problem. So maybe your communication style or techniques are not on point. They need to be improved. So the gym exercises in a virtual gym, relationship gym, it walks you through it. So now I know what's expected of me to get it right, and you know what's expected of you. If you are off point, it's right there. You'll see that, I went off script. Stay with the script. Stay with the script. If you stay with the script, and it won't be easy at first, but practice. The more you practice, the less emotional it is. Until it becomes second nature. It'll just be a habit. So then you can have these tough conversations and get through them much smoother and still get the benefits out of it. Because when you get triggered by your subconscious, you're not going to see it. When I get triggered by my subconscious, I'm not going to see it. Sometimes you will. A lot of times you will. A lot of times I will. But your partner's that mirror that can that can sometimes see a little more that you're not seeing. So we need that reflection back sometimes. Now, is that reflection always going to be accurate and right? No, because everybody's got their own stuff that they project into that reflection as well. But even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I really do believe breakdown before breakthrough. Definitely. I don't mind disagreements. I don't mind arguments. I actually kind of like them. I feel like we repair things. I feel like things come up that we need to look at and that we need to communicate maybe deeper. Sometimes I can do it without feeling emotional, and other times I cannot. But
there's certain topics that are easier than others.
Yes, certain topics. But I think it's really important, again, to have the courage to have these uncomfortable conversations, because it is resentment does get built when somebody in the relationship, whether it's male or female, feels like they're carrying all of the weight of the relationship. So we have some techniques to help people with that. We're still working on it ourselves, as you can see, as a couple, right? We're always a work in progress. Do you have any tips for these people before we finish up this episode? Because this was a long one. It was a good one, though.
Well, I think it starts with, once again, awareness. Nothing changes until you have awareness. And nobody can force you to have awareness. You have to choose it. It has to be a choice. And when both partners, because my name is Anthony, and if I want awareness, if there's something I'm doing that needs to be improved or that I could do better, I want to see it.
Same.
Right. And I even want you to bring it to my attention. But then it's how you bring it to my attention that matters. And that's not just you, that's anybody.
Of course.
There's a certain way I receive information easily, and there's other ways that I don't. And you're the same way.
Of course.
So now there lies the challenge. But here's the beautiful part. To go there, you got to grow there. And so the reward of sticking in there and hanging in there and pushing through it, it's going to be worth it. Because you're going to grow, you're going to be better on the other side. And sometimes you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. And I can look at it and go, even with the areas where we were challenged the most, we've dramatically improved over the years in those areas. And even in the areas where we still have those, too touchy, that's maybe 2% of our relationship? If that. And so Don't get it twisted. Go back. It's easy to get caught into what's not working. And you got to deal with that sometimes, of course.
Yeah.
But don't forget about what is working.
Yeah.
And don't judge your relationship by just that.
Yep. And I would end this episode with this for the ladies listening. If you feel like you are doing everything, I highly recommend you communicate that to your partner and you ask for help. And you realize that you don't have to be the only one doing everything for it to be done the way that you want it to be done. And it just takes some communication. And I know a lot of times when women feel like they're doing everything, they don't ask for help because they don't feel like they're going to get it. And so it's how you ask. Don't start with accusing and saying you're not doing what I need. Just ask for help. That for me, that's where I've gotten the most success of getting things off of my plate, was coming to Anthony and asking for help and saying, I really need you to help me, instead of starting with you're not doing. It's never going to go well if you start with you're not doing.
Really bad way to start a conversation.
Really bad way to start a conversation. The better way to start the conversation is to say, I would really like some help with this. And I find that I have this all on my plate. Can we share and figure out how to lighten the load and be a little bit more equal and more in partnership?
That's right.
So that's what I would recommend.
Good job.
Good
so
job.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does it bother you that my hand's on your booty right now as we're dropping these diamonds? I'm sorry, I just couldn't relax.
Well,
I couldn't resist it.
It's calming Mallory down if she want to fight you when you don't agree with me. I have to tell her it's okay that you don't agree with me. So when you touch me and you're affectionate with me, it does calm down my nervous system and reminds me that you love me and that we're a partner and I love you and we're in partnership and we're in this together. We're growing. We're growing together.
That's right, baby. Good job.
Yes, it is.
Good job.
Thank you.
Another great episode. People.
Yes, that
Keeping
was
it real.
great. So we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love and appreciate you all. Make sure you are connecting with us over Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at The Amazing Clarks.
And for more relationship reps, make sure you go to theamazingclarks.com and check out the Relationship Gym.
And remember, to go there, you got to grow there.
So there you go, people. We gave it to you. Now what you going to do with it?
Love the Amazing Clarks.
See you next time.
See you next time.